Auntie Vina died when she was either 100 or 102. And nobody knows, because she was born before they had official, not everybody had an official birth certificate. And so her daughters thought that she probably falsified her age by 2 years, which was quite fashionable among women, especially after the First World War, when they had lost people in that war, and there were lots of women and very few men to marry. Anyway, when she was very socially conscious all her life, and she said in her will that her body must be left for medical research. So when she died, I said to my cousin Jean, well, what happened to Auntie Vina's body? Did they take it and have it for medical research? And Jean laughed and said, no dear. They said it was too old and it was no good for research. Anyway, Auntie Vina used to take me out for Kunzel cakes just after the war. Whenever she saw me, she would take me to a cake shop and buy me a nice cake. Those little Kunzel cakes. But she was the only landlady. She had an old house in Brixton, and she let rooms out to people who hadn't got a lot of money. And she was one of the only landladies near Brixton Prison who would have ex-prisoners in and give them rooms. And I said, how are you getting on with the ex-prisoners? She said, oh, one of them's just fixed the roof for me, She said, they're so glad to be out, and they're so glad to be in a real house with me, that they're pretty good. Anyway, that was Auntie Vina. Now I must finish, I think, with a poem that, if I can find it. Yes, it's one of these work-in-progress poems, and it's called Adios, Amigos. We kids used to shout, slapping our bums and clicking pear-dropped tongues, to be both Zorro and his horse, or the Lone Ranger's Silver. Yet now the time has come to admit in adult voice to family and friends, to unknown readers, and to the child within, we play a game we cannot win. Farewell to moors near Haworth and the Brontes writing stones, where I once perched for picnics with aunt and cousins during war. Adios, Galician Rosalia, and Santiago's basilica of different styles, and the dozen priests who swing the silver censer on hawser ropes along the nave, make clouds of incense trail above spectators there. Adieu the cat, perched on a windowsill, who keeps a silent vigil, level with the belfry across the street. Cat as savvy sentinel, until some seconds just before Santiago's bells begin their clamour in the tower, he leaps away to safety in a kitchen and to the waiting bowl of watered milk. So long, Shanghai, Suzhou, Hong Kong, bye-bye. And all the friends, the scholars, medical researchers, and benefactors of the city that I love and know. Paris is another place I'll miss, as I make this Western rendezvous my last. And dare I say, au revoir to the land where I was born, and to the Canada I chose and which chose me. Will Verdi's Requiem deliver right on cue its dies irae, no holds barred from drums and choir, to crash right through the failing brain and my exhausted body's mire. And yet I do not say so long to a question that returns from a Shakespeare song. Oh, what is love? Ah, did I love enough?